Welcome back to the Outdoor Experience with Dale Helgeson. I'm here with a couple K-State guys. They're on the K-State fishing team, and it is Wyatt and
Logan Stackhouse.
So we're here with these guys, and we're going to learn a little bit about these guys and a little bit about their high school career and why they chose K-State for a bass fishing club. So go ahead.
So I started my high school club when I was in 8th grade. I was one of the founding members of it. So I started when I was in 8th grade, and I put everything I had into it, heart, soul, money, blood, sweat, and tears, everything into it. And I fished through that all the way up. I fished some bass tournaments, some FLW tournaments, and then the MLF came out with a new tournament series towards the end of my high school career, and that's when I kind of switched over to that. Before middle school or anything like that, I'd never been in the actual fishing industry or anything like that. I was just fishing ponds, whatever. I've got no family, and I'm first generation. Made my dad go out and buy me a boat. Got to experience that, learn how to drive a boat and do everything like that, because I just fished on shore. But I started fishing those tournaments, and I got pretty good at doing those, and had a bunch of top 10s. No first place wins, but a lot of seconds, thirds, but awesome stuff like that.
So my story is a little different. In high school, I fished a lot of ponds and stuff like that, and then towards the end of high school, we got a new principal, and he was really big in the bass fishing scene. So he kind of got me introduced to bass fishing and tournaments and all that type of stuff. So then I got hooked up with him, and we decided to start fishing at K-State together.
So why did you guys choose K-State?
I chose to come to K-State because of the fishing program that they have. I've seen it's it's not necessarily a new thing here, but it's still on the come up. I wanted to make sure I could get in something, kind of make it my own, specialize it a little bit, and tailor it to the needs of anglers coming up. I've never been that big into it, but we're trying to make it the best it can be.
Why did you choose K-State?
I chose K-State because mainly for academic reasons for the engineering school, and then because we were looking at schools and K-State looked like a good school that we could fish at. And so we decided that would be a great opportunity for us to pursue.
So where do you see K-State's fishing team going this year?
This year I can see it going really, really far. We got some really good anglers this year, very talented individuals.
So where do you guys fish?
We fish all around Kansas for right now. We'll get on the tour for the college, the collegiate series. So Bass, FLW, and MLF, and all those guys. So, but we fish in Kansas at Milford Lake, Tuttle Lake, Wilson Lake, just all the ones around the Manhattan area.
So how many fishermen are on your club at K-State?
We have about 30 active members right now.
That's pretty good. And how many boats do you guys run?
We have normally 14 to 15 boats per tournament.
That's pretty good for a college.
And that's just for our team tournaments. So.
Yeah. So what is the next step after K-State?
I'm looking at going professional or semi-pro just to start out. I think I am going to go ahead and get a full-time job, but I don't think I can pursue fishing professionally yet.
And why do you feel that way?
Just because there's not really many opportunities around me. I don't live on a lake, so I'd have to travel a little bit or move away.
Fishing professional tournaments is a lot of travel. I will tell you, I fish a National Walleye Tour, so we're on the road a lot. One of the big things isn't just fishing in the professional fishing industry. A lot of it is, you guys are here at the Kansas City National Fishing Expo, and a lot of it is doing things like this, right? You do a lot of trade shows, you do seminars. Do you guys do any public speaking right now?
No, sir, not right now. We normally do this once a year, and we have some benefit things where we'll go and speak at, but we're not very high on the money side of it. We're just trying to have fun and
well, if you're interested in going into the professional level, I would pursue doing speaking even at this show. I would say, you guys are qualified enough to speak at this, to talk about bass fishing. And don't be afraid to do that, because that'll help advance your career. Of course, you guys know social media.
Right.
So that's pretty common knowledge for you guys being young guys.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about, what's your favorite technique?
I'm more of a drop shot guy. I grew up fishing Table Rock Lake, so hitting ends of those docks. I love drop shotting.
What's your favorite technique?
I like to throw a lot of jigs. That's probably my favorite in timber and around a lot of structure. Get those bass that are kind of hiding up in that structure. Find them up a little bit.
What size rods do you guys like to use for these techniques?
I'm big on the 7-foot spinning rod for my drop shotting. Gotta have a lot of sensitivity.
Typically, I'm using about a 7-foot medium heavy rod with a bait caster, just flipping them in there, and that's what I usually use most of the time.
So I know we talked a little earlier about your ranking within the team.
Yes,
So you said you guys were in top 3. Who's where?
So me and him are a partner. So we are.
Oh, you are a team.
Yes, sir. So we're number 3 right now.
Okay.
But I expect that number to go up through the next couple of years.
So what other things do you guys do besides fishing? Just so people know a little bit about you guys as people.
I'm not really big on sports or anything like that. I've always been in the outdoors. I like hunting. I'm an avid like waterfowl hunter. So
Cool.
Yeah, waterfowl's really gotten pretty big, and I'm starting to pursue a little bit more big game hunting, so more deer and elk and that type of stuff.
Kansas does have some nice whitetails.
yes, sir. I do.
So, what's the rest of your schedule like at the show? Can people come up, and what are you guys doing actually at the show? Just promoting the fishing club? Do people make donations to you guys, or
Yes,
how do you raise money?
Yes, sir. We're here like fundraising, so we're selling clothes. So we got hats and T-shirts and things like that.
Awesome. So if anybody wants to come down to the show this weekend, stop by, buy some stuff from these K-State guys, help fund their fishing club, and we'll be right back after this.
Come on down with me. Get your fishing line. We'll be doing all the fun things that cause us to be losing track of time. Come on down with me. Grab your rod, you'll find. Maybe in a little bit we all gonna be doing just fine. Hey, what you doing? Got a head for the dough. Well, we don't have to slave for Uncle Sam no more.